Welcome, you are watching Game On Hai. Disheartening that Pakistan lost the 11th World Cup game in a row against India at Eden Gardens, Kolkata. Why we lose to India? What's wrong with our cricket? Do we really deserve to compete at the top? Are we doing our homework? It seemed that Pakistan needed 3 slips, 2 gullies, a 45, a short fine leg, no mid-off, no mid-on, playing at Perth in 1975, playing with 4 fast bowlers on a square turner. They must be having nuts instead of the heads in the dressing room. How could they pick 4 fast bowlers when a 5-year-old kid was asking that Pakistan should have fielded 3 spinners? It hurts. They have been there for 15 years, at the best of their careers, at the hem of international cricket. They were the rollicking superstars. If they can't read the pitch, they should become meter readers instead of game readers. This hurts us because we are Pakistani. This is the sentiment from 190 million people, those who pray that their team should win. Somebody should have some shame over there at the Pakistan Cricket Board and within the Pakistan camp. This is indeed disgruntling, and this hurts us to the core. On the contrary, ICC, probably Rashid Latif, just joking said that it was Indian Cricket Council. Now we are getting evidence the way they are preparing pitches for this tournament. It's quite ridiculous having a square turner. And an interesting fact is that only 2 wickets fell to the spinners. 1 to Raina and 1 to Jadeja. So, what's happening in world cricket? Even if India wins, would it going to be a real triumph in this ICC World T20? It is premature. Pakistan still has the chance to qualify for the semi-finals, but still losing to India every time we go into a World Cup match. Now this has become some sort of an habituation. I hope that remedy is given, and we need a prescription now. Till when we are going to be joked upon, and we are going to be the source of sarcasm, and we are going to have the hits coming in because of the reason that our management is not planning anything. Let's open this discussion. Obviously, all credit to Virat Kohli, the way he batted, and he scored his half century in 34 deliveries with 6 fours and a 6, and was 55 not out, and he hit 7 fours and a 6 on a track where Shahid Afridi could not even touch a delivery once he came in and faced Ravindra Jadeja. Out of all, Ravindra Jadeja was actually making the ball turn square. Why didn't Mohammad Hafiz bat top of the order when he's your best batsman who comes down, who loves hitting the spinners? He was not given an opportunity. How could Shahid Afridi come at number 3 on a pitch where the ball was turning in yards? So, we have loads to discuss. We have with us the former fast bowling great and the best bowler of all generations, the man who had the temperament, the man who had the energy, the man who had the intensity, and the man who knew his game. He was game aware. Glenn McGrath. Hi Glenn, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow I'll add a bit more to it.
Tender money?
Yeah, tender plenty.
Shukriya? Okay. That's good.
There's a few little ones there.
You're doing a good job.
Jelly, jello.
Jaldi, chalo. Yeah, that's
Jelly. That's always when you're in the car. But the guys that drive us, we tell our drivers no jelly. They go very fast here. But yeah, unfortunately, I've never seen a wicket that's turned from ball 1. The way Ravi Ashwin spun that first ball, I was really surprised. And then Jadeja turned it square. I thought Pakistan did well to make it through to 119. I thought that potentially was a winning score. When they had India 3 for 23, it was looking good, but then Virat Kohli comes to the crease, and I just felt, the spinners, Afridi and Shoaib Malik, just bowled the wrong length, just far too full on this wicket, and class player like Kohli just took the game away from them.
All right. And we have with us the former West Indies great, one of the best ever batsmen in the history of international cricket, a man who holds 7 world records, and Brian Charles Lara. Hi Brian, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So no assalamu alaikum today.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Sir. How do you feel about my introduction?
A bit tough on the Pakistanis in terms of where they are, because I mean it's an easy equation to work out for Pakistan to get into the semi-finals. If they beat Australia, Australia beat India, Pakistan also go on to beat New Zealand, they would, they don't need any help. They just need to win the next 2 games to get into the semi-finals. So I thought you were a bit rough on them. I agree with Glenn, 119 on that track. At no point in time I could have fooled the Pakistani batsmen, because I felt that they maximized on that surface the best that they could. Unfortunately, they came up a bit short with the ball. The spinners were way too full. And just to say exactly what you said, 2 wickets to the spinners on that track is really surprising.
And we have with us the former Pakistan captain. I don't know how he is feeling at the moment. And Rashid Latif, one of the best wicket keepers of his time. जी राशिद भाई।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, कैसे हैं?
ठीक खैरियत है।
ठीक ठाक हैं?
यस।
खैरियत है?
हाँ।
ब्लड प्रेशर ठीक है?
बिल्कुल नॉर्मल।
कोई मसला नहीं है?
यूज्ड टू।
Used to. This had to happen.
नहीं, उसके लिए वैसे यूज्ड टू मैं आपके प्रोग्रामों में।
अच्छा, तो मतलब कि क्या ख्याल है कि वेरी गुड डिसीजन प्लेइंग 4 फास्ट बॉलर्स?
मेरे ख्याल से गलती ये हुई है कि पिच को मिसरीड किया, वो तो सबको पता है, लेकिन हमने यूटिलाइज नहीं किया इनिशियल 5 ओवर्स।
ओके,
ठीक है ना। अगर अश्विन बॉल कर रहा है तो अहमद शहजाद कट खेल रहा है उसको, ठीक है ना। कट वहां पे नहीं लगेगी, उसमें सिर्फ ये पाँव रख के आप स्क्वायर लेग एंड मिड विकेट पे ट्राई करना। इनिशियल 5 ओवर ने डिसाइड कर दिया था। नंबर 1 पाकिस्तान टॉस हारा, 50% गेम इंडिया के हाथ में चला गया क्योंकि उनके हाथ था। लेकिन जब अश्विन बॉल कर रहा था उसको क्रॉस शॉट लगती, स्वीप लगती, तो सामने नहीं लगेगी, कट भी नहीं लगेगी। तो इनिशियल 5 ओवर में जब जंग जब होती है ना, जब तक पहला बुलेट फायर नहीं हो जाता, जब तक दोनों टेंशन में होते हैं।
ऑलराइट,
तो इंडिया ने पहला बुलेट फायर कर दिया। हमें करना चाहिए था, यहाँ से फायर करना चाहिए था दोनों बैट्समैन को। अगर करते तो फिर गेम में आते हम लोग।
ऑलराइट,
लेकिन 18 ओवर में हम विकेट सेव करके क्या कर लिया हमने? हमें 5 ओवर यूटिलाइज करने चाहिए थे। भले 3 आउट हो जाते हैं हमारे, अगर 5 ओवर में 40 भी लगे होते, 50 भी लगे होते, तो आगे हम मोमेंटम आ जाता। हफीज को हमने बहुत पीछे खिलाया। सरफराज बेस्ट प्लेयर ऑन स्पिनर्स, लाइक स्वीप अच्छी खेलता है वो। तो ये गलतियां है हमारी। एक स्पिनर और होना चाहिए था, वो बच्चे ने कहा, उसमें तो बात ही करने की जरूरत नहीं है।
सो वी शुड हैव प्लेड 1 more spinner. Sarfraz and Mohammad Hafiz should have batted up the order, and Ahmed Shahzad and Sharjeel Khan. Instead of coming down, they should have come down the track, taken their chances, and played across the line, at least trying to score runs. And
especially Ahmed Shahzad can play square.
So you think that they let the bowlers come on there instead of going down and wrecking their bowling? Okay, and we have one of the masterly off spinners of all times, and I don't know how he would have bowled on this track. Hope that he wouldn't have kept the line with Shoaib Malik and Shahid Afridi they were attempting in this match. We have with us Saklan Mushtaq. जी सकी भाई, कैसे हैं? वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
खैरियत से आप?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक।
जी
जी, आप खैरियत से हैं?
बिल्कुल।
कोई मसला ही नहीं है?
किसको?
आपको
मुझे क्यों होगा?
कोई इशू नहीं है?
इशू आपने सारा कुछ तो इंट्रो में बता दिया। You mentioned all the issues in the intro. So what to say? What you want me to
चले
say?
बंद करें, वाइंड अप करें।
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
So Saki bhai, don't you think it hurts that we are just closing our eyes and the world around us is subsiding? We are just wrecking our cricket, our future generations, and we are not doing anything.
Talk, I will say, I heard from my teachers, they said that if you, one seed, if you put that seed into the ground, that one seed turns into a tree.
Okay.
And there's 100 of fruits comes into that, and then thousands of seeds. So one is not one. If we do one mistake, it's not one mistake.
Okay.
If we do one good thing, it's not that we are doing one good thing.
Right.
So we've done so many mistakes, we don't deserve to beat India.
All right.
We've done so many mistakes, not today, not even yesterday. We've been doing mistakes for
The last couple of years.
Yes.
5 years.
About 5 years now.
And
last 5 years.
when ICC, they actually gave the fixture for T20 World Cup, I think probably 3-4 years before, or maybe more.
Yeah.
So when we knew that there is T20s coming in subcontinent, we should have prepared ourselves well before time.
Okay.
So we've been doing mistakes from the
From last 5 years.
So I think today Rashid Bhai mentioned that 4 fast bowlers. You mentioned that meter reading or pitch reading.
Instead of pitch reading, they should be the meter readers.
Yeah, what is the difference between meter reading and pitch reading?
Meter reader, those who come and read your meters and then send you the bill.
I think so. That's why I said the other day, New Zealand team is my favorite team because they go horses for courses. They are preparing themselves really well. Their homework is, I think, far better than all the teams. And
You're sitting next to Glenn McGrath.
Yes, I know. He's not going
He's
to
from
give
Australia.
me. He's not going to give me bouncer or yorker. I know that. So that's
He broke your toe
Yes,
one
so
day.
that's
I
why
hope
I'm
he doesn't
talking
break your
openly.
jaw one day.
Never.
Never.
No, we're good mates. It's
You're
all-
good
it's
mates.
all good.
time is past now.
We're on the same team now. It's good.
All right. So, Glenn, now coming on to India winning the toss, and as Rashid inferred that probably India won half of the match by winning the toss and putting Pakistan in. First and foremost, I just need a comment from you on the state of the pitch made for 90,000 people thronging in the ground and a square turner in a T20 match. It's no excuse that Pakistan lost, but just the state of the pitch. How would you go about it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have realised exactly how much turn was in that wicket.
Yeah.
That surprised me, and I can't remember ever seeing a wicket that's turned that much from ball one. So I said this morning that I felt if Pakistan won the toss that they might bat first and then look to defend with their bowlers. But when it turned out to be a turner like it was, there was a few hints of it in their match against Bangladesh. So they should have been prepared that it was going to turn more than the previous game. Maybe then they should have gone in with an extra spinner rather than the 4 quicks. So that was probably the mistake they made at the beginning. But it just continues the trend of win the toss, win the game. And I think India were pretty happy to win the toss, and they feel they could chase, and they did it pretty well in the end.
But somebody was telling us that Australia is going to lose both the tosses in the next 2 matches.
Well, hopefully the trend will change next game, but anyway, we'll see how we go. But I felt the game, like we said, I thought Pakistan actually did well to get to 118, 3 for 23. India's under a bit of pressure, they're going well. Shoaib Malik comes on, first ball to Yuvraj Singh, no slip.
Yeah.
And I think that was a mistake. That in itself changed the game. Yuvraj Singh then went on to hit some sixes, some boundaries, got the momentum going. Virat was in, and then all of a sudden the game's over. So if they get Yuvraj out then, 4 for 20-odd, 30-odd, there's more pressure. Who knows what could
Do
happen.
you think that poor captaincy or just an oversight that Shoaib Malik comes on and the ball turns and it hits the gloves, goes to the slips, and there is no man standing?
Yeah, I don't think it was a surprise that the wicket was turning at that stage. So I think that's just one of the basics. They should have had a slip in there, especially when they need to take wickets to get them on.
I won't blame Afridi because Shoaib Malik is quite experienced player.
Yeah.
And he knows the
Former Pakistan captain.
Yes, and he knows the condition of the pitch, and he knew the situation of the game as well. So I think rather than Afridi saying to him, put that man there, he should be saying this, the requirement is this, and I won't sleep. So I won't blame Afridi.
Well, one of them should have.
They should have, yeah.
Okay. Like Brian.
Yeah.
Now, so the Pakistan innings starts, and as Rashid indicated that probably the 2 openers were unnecessarily cowed down, and there was no point in saving the wickets in this game where the ball was turning almost square. They should have attempted big hits coming down the pitch or playing especially in particular Ahmed Shahzad, who could play very good cow shots and the shots to mid-wicket. So how do you take that? Because Pakistan, like Shajil was in a quagmire. When he was trying to defend, he couldn't even touch.
I looked across on the couch, and Rashid was sleeping actually when the game started. Because I don't know any batsman. I'm not a bad player. I'm not a bad player of spin. I don't know any batsman that would venture down the track with the ball. You mentioned the word yards. It was actually turning yards. I believe that what was achieved by Pakistan is maybe the ceiling. Maybe 135 if everything went well. A couple beautiful sweep shots from Shoaib Malik against the spin. It was almost impossible. And to hold on and to play around and to get that runs, I thought was a great effort. I mean, India was 3 down for 20-something.
23.
Yeah, and the 2 spinners picked up no wickets. Yeah. And they bowled full. It's not that they were unlucky. They bowled badly. Between Afridi and Shoaib Malik, very, very badly. And one of the other mistakes was when you had 3 down for 20-odd, who got the wickets? The fast bowlers got the wickets. So I might have kept a little bit more momentum with the fast bowlers and maybe saved the spinners when the run rate got up to 8 or 9, and let's see the Indians go after spin and bowl. You know, and a few mistakes were made out there, but I don't think it had anything to do with the open batsmen or the batting in general. I was quite happy to see 119, 120 in the board.
Okay.
I think the one thing the Indian spinners did well was the length of delivery they bowled. They bowled the length where I don't think you could come down unless you're taking a very big risk to come out of your crease to that delivery. So
and the pace.
And the pace.
You know, Ashwin was from tall, got it to hit the track and turn, and Jadeja was coming straight across, you know, the side action and angling it into the bat and turn it away from the right-handers. So I think they used the pitch much better than the
So you think the
Pakistani
Pakistan spinners, they bowled full and they
bowled full.
About the ball speed, was it okay the way they should have?
Well, Afridi is a quick bowler, but then you saw him, you know, every time he tossed the ball up, it went straight into the block hole, and the batsmen were able, I mean, some beautiful shots by Kohli, just wide of extra cover on both sides, are done for 4. And that was not the length in this pitch. It doesn't matter how much the ball spins, if you pitch it right under the bat, the batsman is good enough to cover it. And that was some bad bowling, I believe, on their behalf.
जी राशिद भाई
नहीं सही है. शायद अफरीदी ने जो बॉल की वॉली बहुत बॉल की. जब युवराज जब बैटिंग कर रहा था तो ओवर द विकेट आके जो बॉल की तो मिडिल ऑफ पड़ के वहां पे जा रही थी. अगर वो ओवर द विकेट अगर करके ड्राइव खिलाता तो विकेटों को हिट करती. तो जो बॉल युवराज को की ना वो बहुत काफी बॉल राया की है. ये विराट कोहली आया तो बॉल बहुत ज्यादा मुंह में की. थोड़ा सा पीछे बॉल करता, ब्रेक तो हो रही थी लेकिन उसको एक तरह से ना फीड हुई, एक्स्ट्रा कवर में भी लगी, फिर उसको एक रन भी लेता गया. तो स्पिनर्स को सही बात है विकेट्स लेनी चाहिए थी हमें, चाहे वो शोएब मलिक हो चाहे वो शाहिद अफरीदी हो. वो थोड़ा सा वो टाइम था वो निकाल गए वो लोग, मुश्किल टाइम था.
So there is a consensus that Pakistan spinners they bowl pretty badly.
Yes.
And this is our state that these are the best spinners for T20 cricket. Where is Zulfikar Babar, slow left arm orthodox?
अभी तो ये टीम में है ना, यही बेस्ट है.
ये
They are the best because they are with the team right now.
So Mohammad Nawaz is he a footballer? Ahmad Wasim is he a hockey player?
देखें पिच जिसको रीड नहीं हो रही तो प्लेयर को कैसे रीड करेगा.
Okay, so Rashid Latif saying that if you can't read the pitch, how could you read the players? Saqib bhai wants to say something, but obviously he calls me a Jeera Blade. Game on, we'll be right back.